You have a 2-second window. Between the thought I should do this and actually doing it, there's a gap. And in that gap, you lose. Every single time. Watch this. Right now, sit up straight. Did you do it instantly? Or did you hesitate, even for half a second? That hesitation just cost you your authority. Your brain used those 2 seconds to manufacture a negotiation. Do I really need to sit up? I'm comfortable. I'll do it in a second. That wasn't you thinking. That was a hijacking. It's been happening thousands of times a day, for years. 400 years ago, Miyamoto Musashi, undefeated in 61 duels, never hesitated. Not once. Because he understood something about the human mind that modern neuroscience is only now proving. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who commands them. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to close that 2-second gap. Let's find out who's really in control. Let me show you how deep this goes. This morning, your alarm went off. You had a thought. Time to get up. And then, nothing happened. Or worse, your hand reached out and hit snooze before you even decided to. That's not laziness. That's a complete takeover happening inside your skull. Think about that. You have a grown adult, you, being overruled by the equivalent of a toddler having a tantrum. The toddler wants 5 more minutes. Toddler wants the donut. Toddler wants to scroll instead of work. And you, the adult, have been negotiating with this toddler for years. Here's the worst part. The toddler is winning. Right now, you felt that urge to check something else while watching this, didn't you? That wasn't you. That was the toddler testing if the adult is still asleep. While you've been negotiating, someone who woke up at the same time as you this morning is writing their book, building their business, getting in shape. The only difference? They closed the gap. You didn't. Musashi never fought fair. He won his battles before the sword was ever drawn, through positioning, through control of his surroundings, through a system so ruthless that hesitation became impossible. He called it the mind of constant stability. It's not mystical. It's a structure, a system. There are 3 phases: the strike, the siege, the forging. You can execute all 3, you don't become more disciplined. You become a different operating system entirely. Phase 1 is simple, but you'll fail at it within the next 60 seconds if you're not careful. Called the 2-second strike. Here's the rule. From the moment you have the thought to the moment you move, you have exactly 2 seconds. Not 3, not 5, 2. If you think, I should grab that water bottle, your hand is already moving before your brain can manufacture an excuse. Let's test it right now. I say, strike. You're gonna touch your left ear. Don't think about it. Don't prepare. Just do it. Ready? Strike. Did you hesitate? Did your brain ask why or really? Or in a second? That's the enemy. That's the voice we're killing. For the next 24 hours, you're not trying to change your life. You're training instant obedience on commands that cost you nothing. Pick up that cup. Close that tab. Stand up. Take a deep breath. Each one under 2 seconds. No thinking. Just moving. Here's what you're actually doing. You're installing a new reflex. Now, there's a delay between decide and do. We're deleting that delay. These aren't goals. They're reps. Every time you execute within 2 seconds, you're thickening the neural wire between your intent and your action. You're teaching your brain that when the general speaks, the body moves. Period. Here's where it gets real. The true test isn't the easy commands. It's tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., the alarm rings. That's your first battlefield. You're going to feel the negotiations start. 5 more minutes won't hurt. That's the toddler. You're going to count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, move. No gap, no negotiation. Win the morning, you win the day. If you lose the morning, you're training yourself to lose. So don't lose. Phase 2 isn't about willpower. It's about removing the battlefield entirely. Musashi never fought surrounded by his enemies. He chose the high ground, put the sun in their eyes, and limited their options. Doing the opposite, trying to focus with your phone next to you, You're trying to eat healthy with cookies in your cabinet. You're trying to work out with the gym bag buried in your closet. You're not weak. You're just a terrible strategist. Let me give you one example. Right now, it's probably within arm's reach. Maybe on your desk. Maybe in your pocket. You've told yourself, I have self-control. I won't check it. But you will. Within the next 15 minutes, your hand will reach for it, and you won't even remember deciding to. Here's what you do. Put it in another room. Lock it in a drawer. Log out of every app. Make it so inconvenient to check that the toddler gives up before you even start. This applies to everything. Junk food, out of the house. Distractions, out of reach. Gym clothes, laid out the night before. Shoes, by the door. No decisions in the morning. You're not removing temptation. You're removing the choice to fail. When there's no exit, the toddler stops looking for one and finally settles into the work. And you have to do this today, not tomorrow, today, because every day you wait is another day the toddler wins. Here's what happens after 3 days of this. You stop fighting yourself. Not because the work got easier, but because you removed the internal argument. Your environment has made obedience automatic. But environment is only half of the siege. Other half is time. And that's where most people break. Because your brain has one more trick. And if you don't see it coming, you'll relapse within 48 hours. Stop. Before we go further, I need you to do something right now. Not later, right now. Stand up. I'm serious. Stand up for 5 seconds. Do it. Did you do it? Or did your brain negotiate? If you didn't stand up, you just proved you need this more than you think. If you did stand up, you just executed your first 2-second strike. That's the difference between the person you were and the person you're becoming. Here's the trap. You do everything right for 2 days. You win the morning. You control the environment. And then on day 3, you think, I've got this. I can relax a little. Thought, that's the toddler's final play. And if you fall for it, you're back to snooze buttons by day 4. Secret isn't motivation. It's distrust. You have to distrust your own brain's promises about just this once or starting again Monday. Because your brain is a liar with an undefeated track record. Musashi didn't become a master in one battle. Forged his mind through daily ritual. Here's what this looks like in practice. Week 1, you hate the alarm. You count down and force yourself up. It feels like violence. Week 2, you still hate it, but your body moves before you finish counting. Week 3, the alarm rings and you're up before you're even awake. No thought, just movement. After 30 days, not of motivation, but of mechanical obedience, something shifts. Stop trying to be disciplined. You become a person whose mind has no choice but to obey. The internal noise goes silent. Negotiation ends. You think, you move. That's it. Musashi called this the unified mind. Where there is no you and the action, there is only the strike. Your mind is always watching to see if you mean what you say. Every broken promise to yourself, every I'll do it later, is a vote for rebellion. You are either training obedience or training weakness. There is no neutral ground. It's your mission for the next 24 hours, and I mean the second this video ends. First, the environment strike. In the next 10 minutes, remove one major distraction from your space. Phone in a drawer, apps deleted, TV unplugged. One thing, 2-second decision. Execute. Second, the morning contract. Set your alarm for 7 a.m. It rings tomorrow. Count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move. Feet on the floor in under 2 seconds. No negotiation. Third, the command protocol. Give yourself 5 micro commands in the next 3 hours. Pick up that cup, close that tab, text that person back. Each one executed in under 2 seconds. Track it. All 5 completed equals day 1 victory. Here's what's actually at stake. Right now, there's a version of your life where you're in command, where you wake up and your body obeys, where you decide to work and your mind doesn't argue, where you set a goal and your habits align. That version isn't 10 years away. It's 10 days away. But only if you close the gap. Only if you stop negotiating with the toddler and start commanding like the general. Musashi fought 61 duels. He never lost. Not because he was the strongest. Because he never fought a battle he hadn't already won through preparation, positioning, and the absolute refusal to hesitate. You're in a duel right now, with your own mind, and you've been losing for years. General doesn't ask permission. General doesn't wait for motivation. General just moves. Your first command is tomorrow at 7 a.m. Don't negotiate. Just move.